God knows where and always repeat whenever I sing something. How difficult to manage without a full-length mirror? I have asked the warden, but she is not permitting me.
Have you forgotten the proverb we studies? Changadi nannayal, kannadi vendana. Aren't we good friends? Frankly speaking, it won't surprise me if Reverend himself materializes using this song so often.
Stop. Don't be sarcastic. I can't do without a good sari, strong hair, and as far as reading romantic poetry goes, I'm fed up with reading these dull textbooks and newspapers.
Father Chichi, can you please take this maths problem? Both the step and the final answer.
Devasena won't be coming to study any further. The teacher said so. Her Aphan doesn't want her to study anymore after completing the Diksha. What must be done with such uncles? What's your opinion? A lot can be done, but the problem is who will do it? We must help Devasena. Don't you think so? Why shouldn't I?
Here you are, Savithri. The problem is correct. What have you decided about Devasena's Aphan?
Cut his nose and bring Devasena here. In my opinion, both ought to be done.
ഒരു വഴിയുണ്ട് to ensure Devasena studies. But Devaki, you should take the lead.
What do you mean?
Wait, I'll explain. Isn't Ammarattattu a dependent of your family, Devaki? If your father could put into words that Devasena should be allowed to continue her studies, her uncle cannot go against it.
Yes, that's true. But I don't know why my father remains silent in this issue. He has no doubt in minding, and also he encourages girls to go to school even after attaining puberty.
Adonaiya, there are different types of liberals. There are some, mostly the rich. They will accept any reform if it uses them. And at the traditionalists, they will choose not to say it.
Yes, didn't Parvathi's father lost his job as temple priest simply because he sent his daughter to school after attaining puberty?
Yes, if the ordinary people who adopt the same reforms, the traditionalists will persecute them. And these prestigious families will not raise a little finger for the reformers. What's worse, they will even invite them for performing their religious rites.
Yes, didn't the Kavalangadu family that compelled Ishalu to pay parents actually adopt the same practice in the wealthy Deshadan clan?
Now the same Palapra, the senior Nambudiri, is seeking your horoscope in order to arrange a marriage for his lawyer son.
Oh, so you know about it already. I was about to tell you. What's your opinion about it?
They're very affluent. His son is a lawyer. So there's nothing to be said about studies. Besides, he's very modern and handsome. He's very good in all these aspects. But the senior advocate T.B. Nambudiripada, he also has all this qualification. Yet he will not allow his wife to venture out or go out the house without a veil, a marakuda and a chaperone. And even if the Atemas have to go out somewhere, he will not accompany them, but instead entrust them with some servants or young Tamil Brahmin boys.
Why can't he accompany them?
What will people say if they see Nambudiri accompanying his wife who's hidden under a marakuda and veil? Would it bring shame on him?
The same shame that befell the Bhattatiri should happen to such people. Then only they will learn a lesson.
What happened to them? I didn't hear anything. I was away for 2 weeks, you see.
Now that's something worth listening to. It's very funny. The Bhatta's wife had left his home and reluctant to fight her himself, he entrusted the duty to the maidservant and manager. And after a while, the maidservant came with the child, but there was no news of the manager and the wife. So he anxiously set out in search of them and finally found them and had to accept her and bring her back.
Oh, even after suffering all this humiliation, his attitude has not changed at all.
I won't tolerate such behavior towards me. However wonderful he is, I won't let him interfere in my life and freedom.
Nallada, it's very good to have some firm beliefs like that. But we shouldn't stray away from our topic with this prattle. Weren't we discussing Devasena's plight?
Yes, I will talk to my father very strongly and I'm sure he will do something for us.
ചെയ്താ നന്നായി.
സ്വജാതിയിൽ താൻ അവിവാഹിതകൾ നിരവധിയുള്ളപ്പോൾ വിജാതിയെങ്കിൽ ഇരിപ്പിന് പോകുവതെന്തിന് നമ്പൂരി, ഇനിയും എന്തിന് നമ്പൂരി? മുറുക്കു ചെല്ലവുമായി കഴിയും നമ്പൂതിരിയോടൊത്തൊരുക്കമില്ലിടി ഞങ്ങൾ, നയിക്കാൻ നാരക ദാമ്പത്യം, ഭീകര നാരക ദാമ്പത്യം.
Devasena, why don't you bring the Karikagrass and flowers?
All right, I shall.
ആലസ്യത്തിന് മുമ്പിൽ ജീവിതം മടിയറ വെച്ചിടാനാവില്ലിനി. വനിതകളെ പോൽ ജീവിക്കേണ്ടെന്നോ ഞങ്ങൾ ജീവിക്കേണ്ടെന്നോ?
That's enough, Savithri. I have something to tell all of you.
Isn't that why we have come here? Savithri, you can read later.
I never thought that Devaki would appear for her wedding all vain.
She didn't want to, but her father-in-law and Avadigal insisted her to. And her lawyer husband was too cowardly to oppose them.
I don't see your point. How can a Brahmin bride appear unveiled for her wedding? To look at your groom seated before the holy fire? To expose your hands uncle for hold? How can you do all otherwise?
If she is covered from top to top, won't she stumble and fall? And isn't that why she is held? If there is no well, what's the need for holding her at all?
The uncle too has to hold the bride's hand. That's the part of the rituals.
ദേവകിക്ക് നന്ന മടിയുണ്ടായിരുന്നു to attend the reception held in her honor.
ഇല്ലാണ്ടിരിക്കയോ? She had never had to put up with such orthodox practices so far. God knows what's in store for her and husbands. She always acted only upon her wish.
Once you become an amma, there is no going against your husband's will. Otherwise, you will pay a heavy price. Didn't you hear that? Kodashi Bakari's wife has allowed this someone else to Madras.
But Ammarattattu, wasn't it insolence to marry such a young girl to the old and ailing Pateri? Wasn't the wedding a mere pretext to get someone who can manage the kitchen? Such men should suffer a worse fate than that. In this modern times, girls cannot be married off without their consent. Even if some things are happening, such things are bound to happen. How can girls be considered like cows or vessels?
Okay, it's almost 3. Let me prepare tea.
I'll help you with it, Devasena.
നടക്കുകയില്ല, ഞങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം ചെയ്യേണ്ടവയല്ല. പിടിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുവരട്ടെ വിപ്രവരെ ജണ്ടന്മാർ പോയി, വിപ്രവരെ ജണ്ടന്മാർ പോയി. മുറക്കു ഞങ്ങളുടെ ജീവിതവേദി മലിമസമാക്കാൻ.
Is this what is taught at school?
ഇത് പഠിക്കണതൊന്നുമല്ല, ഒരു രസത്തിന് വായിക്കുക.
എനിക്ക് അത്ര രസിച്ചില്ല. ആരാത്? ശ്രീദേവി അല്ലയോ? Come in and sit down. Where are you coming from, Sreedevi?
On my way back from Calicut. You see, I have not been able to go to Diya temple for worship. I was passing this way and had a thought of this looking constable. Savithri, when did you come?
Just an hour or two ago.
Did you have to go to school?
Today, tomorrow and day after are holidays because of Gandhi's assassination.
Sreedevi, didn't you say that you are on your way from Calicut? There was a wedding too there 2 days before. That Panagali and Satram must have been wonderful, isn't it?
They didn't conduct those ceremonies. Everything was kept very simple.
How about Onapudava?
No, only Panam was given, but not to all.
Tell me, Sreedevi, the untouchables have entered in the temples, and yet you continue to go? I hear that many of us stop that practice.
It's true that I have not stopped, but it has become really difficult. I bath in the temple pond and go to pray. But after that, I bath once again. Even then, I don't feel like eating.
If gods don't practice untouchability, why should we? Are we above gods?
If you question me like this, what can I say? But I cannot go against our customs, that's for sure.
But that practice is slowly disappearing. In Olapamanna and Chernurilla, it's not the Nambudhiris who do the cooking, it's their servants.
Narayana. It's a sin. Even to listen to such things. Incidentally, Sreedevi, isn't your daughter-in-law rather fashionable?
Oh, yes. She had shortened earlobes, but now she had started wearing a blouse. But she doesn't wear it while serving the Nambudhiris.
That's some consolation. How many times I told Devasena not to wear a blouse while going to Nambudhiris? Does she listen to me?
It's already late. Let me leave. What about marriage proposals for Savithri?
A proposal had come from the north. Nothing is fixed as yet. And they will be coming next month.
If it is from the north, a lot of money can be saved. So much better. No harm in giving money if the groom is a Nambudhiri. But what if he turns out to be a Nambyar or Aphan?
This one is a Nambudhiri. It seems it's his second marriage. And remarriages are only for Nambudhiris, isn't it?
Now it's really late. Let me leave.
All right.
Should you waste your time singing all the time? Can't you read any newspaper or magazine after breakfast?
What are you doing with the sword and the shield?
Ever heard of Rastriya Swayamsevak? It's their volunteer practice.
May I ask you something?
Yes, tell me, what do you want?
You see, on the 2nd of Kumbh, there is an annual meeting held at the Velineri subcommittee. I read it in the newspaper. So, shouldn't we attend it?
For what? To listen some slander by the communist?
Why do you need to repeat this daily? I just want to go and watch the play which is staged at the Mahasabha.
You want to attend a meeting and watch the play, isn't it? Then let's go for the Hindu meet at Thrissur. You can also watch the play by Mr. Retired. I shall arrange the taxi immediately.
No, I'm not interested in that. I must go to Velineri.
Why? If we mingle with those uncultured people, we will be pulled into their squabbles.
Why should there be any squabble? Aren't they two human beings like us?
No, they aren't. Well, you said second, right? Oh, we won't be able to make it. That's when the Antharjana case trial begins. I have to be at the court very early on that day.
Oh no. Do you have to go courts on Sundays as well? I have only heard of Sunday advocates.
Oh, somebody's coming. Going quickly. Go.
Just answer me. Shall I go to Velineri?
Oh, just go. Can't you see an outsider is coming?
What if I stand here? You just want to answer me?
Okay, do whatever I say. Please, just go ahead.
I will go to Velineri.
Aarathi, Aphan Sneha N. Shall I serve you coffee?
I already had coffee at the station. But I'll have one more.
Money! Make some coffee and bring it over here.
There is coffee here already. I shall bring it.
No, have some more. Please help us.
Gandhi's assassination has been a huge setback for us. Looks like all the activities of Hindu Mahasabha have to be done very cautiously.
Don't communists have underground activities? Then why can't we do the same? So the meet at Thrissur is off then.
It's highly doubtful. Many are trying to sabotage it, especially the Yogakshema Sabha people.
So why didn't they come for the Yogakshema meet?
Couldn't decide, you see. There wasn't even a faint chance of us getting the majority. Rural and other state initiative. Why can't we form an association of our own?
That's not impossible. But who will take the first step?
What's the point? It is getting sabotaged by the progressives. Where do you keep my watch?
It's already there inside. Don't come in here. Nambudhiri, was there any special reason for your visit?
Why are you so worked up? Sit down.
Nothing. Just wondering whether you are here for the Congress. After all, you are involved in the Congress and Hindu Mahasabha. Isn't it so?
Yes, actually a little. I came here to talk about a wedding at my region.
Has anything been fixed?
Well, a proposal came from Mullur for Devasena.
Oh,
And it seemed alright, so it's almost fixed.
it's a Nambudhiri, isn't it?
That's what the broker said. If that's not true, then it would be an intercaste marriage. We also will become progressives after that, isn't it?
Yes, of course. What about the dowry?
That
That's the most attractive part. He doesn't want any dowry at all. He's pretty rich. And what's more, he offered us a gift of rupees 3,350. Oh, but he's so happy. Then why make it 3,000 or 4,000? Why 3,350? We demanded 4,000, but he fixed it at 3,350. Oh. Number 3, when it's all said and done, will it be a Dhrisya affair? Hey, no, not all. Okay, then what was the matter that you wanted to discuss? I took rupees 350 for travel expenses. The rest of the amount will be paid when I take the girl test. But after everything is over, if they refuse to pay the money, how will I extract the money? That is not legally possible, and there is no way out to it. So why don't you ask for the entire sum now itself? What is wrong with that? Nothing wrong at all. But shouldn't he be willing to pay? Let me see. I'll declare that I'll bring the girl only if the whole amount is paid. Let me leave. It's time for the train. Well, we shall meet at the Thozhilkendrathilek at the Hindu meet on 4th of Kumbh. Don't miss it.
മുഷ്ടി ചുരട്ടുക സോദരിമാരെ മുക്തവിവാദ്യം ചെയ്യുക നമ്മൾ രക്തസുമിഗ്നവ സേവയോടിപ്പോൾ രക്തവിവാദന മോതുക നമ്മൾ.
What is this? Wouldn't have hurt my chin? Never mind. Come on. Please, excuse me. Knocking down this hair while I'm shaving, you have studied up to 10th standard and still behaving like a kid. Wouldn't have hurt my chin?
I would not repeat it again, okay? I was just trying to peep into the mirror. Can you bring me a big one and a comb when you return from the court? And yeah, also, there is a book that is published by the youth group in the library. So, can you please bring that too?
Fine. Don't you know, the Bar Association library doesn't have such kind of books. Novels and poems are for people like you who idle away their time.
Don't tease me. Haven't I told you earlier to send me to the workplace so that I can learn some stitching or weaving or something like that? But you are the one who didn't permit me.
Going to workplace indeed. You have been mixing with those uncultured people. That's why you have such ideas. It would be far better for women to look after the need of their husband rather than showing such impudence.
But if husbands were to behave like this, no wife would ever seek to pleasure their displeasure. And also, like Miss Dr. Chathan, they start shouting and beating at their wives. Do you think that we should put up with it?
I still feel that the doctor is a real gentleman. Hasn't he made his wife write testimonials to me that he doesn't beat her?
That itself is an ample example that he is a wife beater. At the last subcommittee meeting, he insulted the Antharjana who have given up their faiths. And don't you remember the other day he came here to get the memorandum signed? So the giving meals practice should be stopped at the Brahmasammadam for the students?
Isn't he right? Giving meals at the Brahmasammadam will only make them lazy. And what is the difference between serving the meals at the order and making the same at the Brahmasammadam? I still feel that the doctor is a real gentleman.
If such roguery is considered as gentlemanliness, then he is a gentleman indeed. But we women are not ready to accept any of these Pataka people as good.
Why? That they don't lord women?
They treat women as slaves, as objects of pleasure. Did you hear to the slander they raised against the Antharjanas at the Yorkshire Sabha?
Well, isn't that partially true? Oh, it's already late. By the time I reach the court, by bathing and after finishing my beat, it will be really late.
Do the latecomers in the court also have to stand outside like school students?
Fancy comparing school students with advocates? They won't even complain if I don't go to court for a week.
Then why bother to get up early in the morning, dress up and sit there from 11 to 5 and suffer bedbugs?
ഇതൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന വെച്ചിട്ടാ? Will you be able to make the meal while I finish my bath? അത്രയ്ക്ക് കൊടുക്കണ്ടോ?
Yeah, and don't forget to bring the comb and the mirror.
ഇല്ല. I'm thinking of leaving to Mulur now. Shall we fix it?
Yes, definitely. But so far away. I guess it can't be helped. It's her fate.
Actually, it's not so far away. Think of the olden days. It used to take us a whole day to reach there. Now, if we set out in the morning, we'll reach there by evening.
Then, why should you set out now? Are you not going in the morning?
I'm leaving to Shagrur now. I leave to Mulur only tomorrow morning. There's a meeting at Polisheni this evening, and Nambudiri has asked me to attend it.
What for? I'm scared of the word. Isn't it to stop anybody or allow anticipates to enter the temples?
Nothing to worry at all. It is just to collect the Kavalapara fund.
What?
It is the money Kummini Raman and I collected after literally begging at all the houses at Kavalapara. Now certain reformists like VT and Pandam are trying to take it away. I'm going there just to tell that it can't be allowed.
Piti, isn't that dark Banadri that come along with Kuttan preaching that untouchables should enter the temples?
Now they are out to create more problems. Things were far better before. Now it has gone haywire. Let me leave.
പടയൊരുങ്ങുകയായി അടുക്കളയ്ക്കകത്താണീ പടയൊരുക്കം സപത്നികളെ സംതൃപ്ത ഹൃദയങ്ങൾ ഞങ്ങൾ സമരമന്യൂന്യം ചെയ്തു നശിക്കയില്ല.
Such impudent songs. What is the need to sing them so loudly? Shouldn't others work in peace?
നെടുമംഗല്യ ചരടാൽ പുരുഷ മേധാവിത്വമേ കുടുക്കിട്ട് നിർത്താനാകില്ല ഞങ്ങളെ.
Will you stop hollering? I can't do a thing sitting outside. Feeling like cursing those songwriters.
If there is no freedom even to sing, then life's going to be difficult. I will sing what I like.
If you do as you please, then I am also going to do the same. And what is the need for singing it so loudly? What is the purpose of all these commotions?
The Antharjana Samajam is conducting a propaganda procession from Sharnu day after yesterday, and I have been included in the Malabar batch. So I have to reach there by tomorrow evening. So
The activities of Antharjana Samajam are going from bad to worse day by day. What was the need for them to go to Parliament and get beaten by the police?
whether it served any cause or not, it's the duty of any organization to help the public cause, and that is just what the Samajam did.
Even to wear a money or something, can't they contribute chakra to each of them or think about a magazine which will focus on their technical side rather than splitting slanderous slogans about innocent people and calling it awareness campaigns?
Aren't there ever so Nambudiris who trash their wives in the name of fashion? This campaign is to expose those shameless fools.
Stop your idiocy! You will not go to the campaign.
But why so?
Next Sunday, I am planning to host a party for the Municip and the Bar Association members. When their wives come and you are not here, it will be a shame for me.
That can wait till next week. This is already decided and I have to go.
Let them hold if they want. After all, ഒരാൾ പറഞ്ഞെന്ന് വെച്ചിട്ട് നടക്കാണ്ടിരിക്കില്ല.
I have given my word and I can't go back on it now.
Moreover, from the day after tomorrow onwards, the servant won't be here. I have dismissed him.
What? What for?
I've been thinking about it for a while. Why not manage without a servant? Hasn't EMS himself said that one has to earn one's livelihood by labor and one can do any labor to earn a livelihood?
I am not ready to prepare lunch by you by 10 and make endless cups of tea for your visitors.
It's because of your ignorance that you see so. After all, how can you forget the duties? How can you discard your husband and forget the duty of childbearing and go away? Even if it's an honor to work in a company or to work leaves, then what is wrong with doing the kitchen work in your own house? Even in Vardhashram for women, all the students are doing the works like cooking, cleaning, and even scavenging. Even in your workplace, are there already paid labors for such work there? You have to understand the dignity of labor. After all, you should understand that charity begins at the house, so you shouldn't be worried about doing the household works in your own house. It's already late. Please bring me my shirt and walking stick. The Munsif must have got tired waiting for me.
Sit down. Here, have a tea. I can't come to shop more.
Why? What happened?
I don't know what to say. He's not permitting me to accompany you guys. And also, all over that, he has also hosted a party for the Munships and the advocates on Sunday. And overall, he has also dismissed the cook.
Oh, so it is the advocate measures to distance you from the activities of Antharjana Samajam and tie you down to the kitchen space. Alle?
The reason cited is not that. He says that having a servant is wrong according to the principle of self-reliance. And his argument is the girls in the workplace and ashram are supposed to do the work there.
Amba, Vakilinda Vakravuddhi. His argument that everyone should work to earn their livelihood and everyone should be willing to do any work is really laughable. You should not participate in this campaign. That is his sole aim. All this talk about the work and the dismissal of cook is all his crafty trick. Is he prepared to give up his visits to the club, his card and chess games there, and come here and help you prepare the dinner? Is he ready for that? Of course not. He even needs a servant to dust his shoes off. Yeah.
I was not able to realize all of that then, and I don't know, Parvathy, what to do. What you say is absolutely right, and he should be made to realize that people can see through his tricks. And one day, I must talk to him directly. But Parvathy, you should be with me. Then only I can straighten things.
Of course, I have no hesitation. I'll speak out frankly to him.
Yes, that is what you should do. Speak to him frankly.
Devaki, hadn't you promised to contribute 100 rupees to the workplace? The secretary has written to me saying that it would be nice if you could pay it now.
Yes, of course. It's the time for him to come back. I shall give you the money as soon as he breaks.
So you'll pay, right? This is the receipt. In the meantime, let me go and get the participants for the camp ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you see Parvathy?
Yeah, met her at the gate. Why did she come for?
We may have lot to speak about. Why did you bother all about that?
Nothing in particular. Just wanted to know what she newly injected into you.
Why do you always object to Parvathy's visits? And also, I have promised the workplace to contribute 100 rupees. So, please give me now.
100 rupees? That's for workplace? Let me tell you something. I'm not going to give you a 100 rupee or a single rupee to that organization.
I have given my word already. And how can I go back on it now? And also, got the receipt.
Let me see.
Here.
So you already got the receipt. Then why do you need to pay the money?
What a question. Is it that the receipt is drawn and we don't have to pay it later?
You won't get the receipt without paying the money.
Didn't they issue the receipt in the fact that the money will be paid later?
Then cancel the receipt.
So my words have no value. Is that what you mean?
If you asked me without giving your word, you wouldn't have come into this such trouble. And after all, there are many worthwhile organizations to contribute the money. All kind of rubbish activities happen in that workplace. Read The Conversion of Comrade if you don't believe me.
Yes. What a book to read. Isn't those written by the Pataka people?
It's not important who wrote it, but what is written in it.
Anyone can write such lies under false name.
Whatever you say, I'm not going to give you a single rupee for that stupid organization.
Mind you, I have not as beggar seeking arms, and I have not either come here empty-handed. Didn't my father paid you 10,000 rupees as dowry?
So you forgot that? So what? You want to squander it away? That's not Brahmasam's wealth.
And also, he has given you the 5,000 rupees from his personal wealth, so you can give me from that.
Once it reaches my hand, the personal and the Brahmasam become one. And I won't give you a single rupee to squander it away. You have learned all this disobedience and rudeness from that Parvathy. Let me see her. I have quite something to tell her.
What is it that you have to tell to me, Madam Budri? Speak up. I'm ready to listen to you.
I don't welcome your frequent visits here.
stubborn reactionaries like you who pretend to be progressive and they even beat their wives in the name of new principles. The aim of our Samajam is to help such sisters and I will work accordingly. Well, if you don't approve my frequent visits here, I won't come here anymore, but I can very effectively work from outside.
Stop! Stop your preaching! You're simply jealous of seeing married couples living a happy wedded life, and you want to interrupt that and inject misguidance and disobedience to them so they can what? Is that what you do? Cheat women!
You social സംസാരിക്കുന്ന നമ്പൂതിരി, who are the one who cheat women? We or you? I know all your work ethics. You have dismissed the cook in the name of self-reliance. What for? Because you want to stop her involving in social services. And the name of age-old tradition and aristocracy, you prevented her from attending all the community meetings. What was that for? Because you want to turn her into a kitchen slave and a manager. And in the name of aristocracy, you closeted her in the indoors because you are afraid that they will give you first-hand experience the winds of change blowing around her. You are afraid of it, Namudri, isn't it? Do you think that you can deceive everyone with your falsehoods? And I will not support that. I will help every woman who is suffering.
You are saying that they want to be born as free birds? Don't provoke me to say anything anymore.
The Antharjanams are fully prepared to work, but not as slaves, but as equals, as free birds. And I'm not a coward to be cowed on by your words. Speak what I say. I'm leaving.
Hey Parvathy, stop. Please give me the 100 rupees. I have to pay it through Parvathy. No, I won't. It's just a matter of 100 rupees. Why can't you give me? No, I'm not going to give any rupee for that stupid organization. Who else will I ask for? Do you have anyone? Please, please give me that 100 rupees, please. No, never. Endur kashtam. Don't you love me? If you do, please give me. Let them say I won't, then why you still exist? Parvathy, yeah. Here's my contribution. You can take this. What?
See, Namudri, this is a fine example of the nobility of our organization in Denzel. When you try to withhold the 100 rupees that you promised to us, now we have got 500 instead. Devaki, I'm leaving. We can meet later.
You don't have any legal right on that thing. I will take action against you.
Then come up with a suitable answer in the court. Oh, Devaki, come up. Sit down.
I was about to have my lunch when the letter was brought to me. What's the issue? What's the emergency, Parvathy?
Just read this.
Resembles Devasena's handwriting.
It says,
Never imagined this would happen to her. We must try our utmost to save Devasena from that grave danger.
yes, we should help her. And she is suffering a lot in that house.
I hope Devasena has the courage to overcome the opposition and imprisonment in her own illam.
Yes, I'm sure that Devasena is smart enough to imagine how miserable her life would be if she is sold to some Sirsi or Siddhapur. All we have to do is to give her the courage to break away from her family and later provide a decent means of living. And that's what she has demanded to.
After she escapes from the villa, we can put her in the workplace so that she can learn something and can stand on her own feet so she will never be a burden to anyone.
Yes, that is what exactly we need to do. And we need to get there as soon as possible. That's why I send you word immediately. It's better to go in tomorrow morning itself. Let's take a car.
Yes, so be here by 8.
The advocate may try to raise some objection.
I have thought of it, Parvathy, and it's our responsibility to save Devasena from this great danger, and I'm ready to sacrifice anything for it. And Parvathy, one thing is that however handsome or however rich he is, I'm not ready to stay as a slave to him, and I have my freedom, isn't it? So if he pushes me too much, I will leave him in his house and walk away proclaiming my freedom.
That's right, Devaki. But our intentions and our Samajam's ideal is not to encourage women to work out their marriage and on their husbands. We should prevent separation at all costs. Such a step is final and have consequences later. Deserting their husbands and walking out should only be considered as last resort. Any act of their delivery is commendable if it to escape slavery. There will be consequences later, and make sure you don't have children later. Whatever you do, I'll be always with you, and you should only do something after thoroughly examining all the pros and cons.
I fully realize the gravity of the situation, and this has been nagging me for some time. Yeah, so let's meet tomorrow morning. Yes, please. Are you going out somewhere? I have to visit a place in connection with the Antharjana Samajam activities. Where to? Let me hear. Not too far. I will be back by evening. For what and for what purpose? Shouldn't I know? That's none of your business. Going off somewhere without my consent will not do here. If I tell you where I am intending to go, you will not allow me. That's because you are involved in all the uncultured people. And I want to object if you are going to somewhere like the Munsif's house or listening to religious discourses. I haven't objected them earlier either. No, I am not going there, but to Ammarattattu. For what? There is an attempt to sell Devasena to someone in Sisri or Siddhapur, and she had written to us urging to help her as soon as possible. So I have to get there. What can we do? Go and save her, that's what. I'm not supporting the sale to Sisri or Siddhapur, but if the girl's Aphan has already made the decision and the group has come forward to marry her, then we can't do anything. There are many legal hassles involved too. Whether there is any hassles or not, we have decided to go ahead and fight for her until we save her out. What do you mean by we? Who are the others? Parvathy, huh? Yes, she is the one. So what are your plans? We will go there and bring her back with us. Why? Is she mad to come with you when you just call her? She is not mad. That's why she is coming with us. Even if she comes, where are you planning to put her up? What about our expenditures? We have to consider all the things. We will put her up in the workplace. There is every likelihood for a case made against you for brainwashing the girl and kidnapping her against her family will. And that will not suit our status too. It suits people like Parvathy. Saving a poor orphan girl from hell may appear a shameful deed to you, but it's a matter of pride for me. A matter of pride for me. Goading a girl to revolt against her family and to leave her in lurch? Is that what you mean? You better keep her from all these things. Otherwise, we will be in trouble. No need to say all of that now. I have made up my mind and I am ready to consider any of the consequences that follows. Without my permission, in the Thara, you will not go. Don't get furious. I am not acting impudent. I am acting according to my conscience. Let me tell you, I decide things in my house and you don't have to show this much audacity. Hear me? You are not going to go anywhere without my consent. Why shouldn't I go? What's the nature of our relationship? Is that of a husband and a wife or that of a master and a slave? All this while I have endured you, thinking that you will mend your ways and change someday. But I was wrong. I have the freedom and I will reap as our pleasure. I am going. Let me see you leave to that brothel, you mad woman! Brothel? Mad? Oh, you're the man, isn't it? Freedom is the monopoly of man and slavery is that of woman. Isn't it? Brothel? Mad? Bring this when you come to the court as a judge. Mother, aren't you inside? Can you come over here?
Who is coming? Should I go inside?
No, they are women. Probably some school teachers.
Two of them come to meet Devasena. Did you bath and have food from there before retiring, son?
No, there was no time for all that. It was very early in the morning, and when I got at the bus stop, I couldn't find any buses due to strike.
What do you mean by strike, son?
Simply refusing to work.
Oh, I see. If you get into the bus and ask them to drive, they won't, isn't it?
Yes, that's it. The plan is to set off day after tomorrow evening, and the marriage feast will be held in the morning, and the grand reception can be held in the evening when advocates and magistrates are free to attend. And we'll come back in the night train. The car has been arranged.
That's a good idea. But Devasena's wedding date is coming closer. I'm scared, son. It seems somewhere in the south, and Kanyadan was stopped by some Atama and some people of the Sabha. Finally, the rituals are completed by the police interventions. Who gave me this bit of news? It must have been Sreedevi when she come for the birthday feast.
I am not afraid at all. It is not without reason that I have invited the magistrate. If something happens, have them beaten up, whoever it be.
Let's hope nothing untoward happens.
There will be quite a few guests from outside. The food should be excellent. But here, there is no one except you, mother.
I'm too old to take that responsibility, son. And if I enter the kitchen, I will knock something down.
Haven't you told the servants?
Yes, I will do so right now. Come after your bath. It's already late. I'm going to have one.
Haven't you arranged for 3 pots of curd?
Yes, without a drop of water and at the lowest rate.
No, no, Devasena. Look here, son. Devasena is going with these people. She is not prepared to listen to me.
Where are you going? Stop there! You may go.
I am not prepared to be given away in this manner. I'll go and look after myself elsewhere.
No, that is not going to happen. Didn't I tell you to leave? So, is that why you came?
I never imagined. It seems they are from Palamurate and Palamurate.
Doesn't matter to me who you are. I just told you to leave. Did you get enough from the police at the Palyam Satyagraha? Now you want more from me as well?
We have come here to take away Devasena with us and we'll only leave with her.
No, that is not going to happen. You are a grown-up girl. You will definitely have to seek my permission. And you cannot send it to someone.
Come on, Parvathy, let's go.
No, didn't I tell you to stop? Tomorrow, you are going to send her to someone whom you are totally in dark. It would be far better if you send her with us. Anyway, you are going to get rid of her burden. Isn't it, Namudiri?
Devi, can girls go this extent? What will happen next?
Nothing, just allow Devasena to come with us. Don't stop us. Come on, Devasena, let's
No,
go.
that will not happen here. Go inside.
Leave my hand. Stand over there. That will be better. Selling girls for money and the guise of marriage? Do you think that no one can see through all the tricks? And simply because Devasena is orphan, did you think that you can sell her? And top it all, claiming to be fashionable. And don't you feel so ashamed to act so brutally without any human feelings? What's over is over. Stand over there and don't try to be violent again. Or you'll pay later.
Who are you to